just going to do a quick video today. I'm going to give the car an oil change because I'm not quite happy with the way it's idling at the minute, and I've read an old mechanic's tip with K-Jet to say that one potential issue could be that the oil is contaminated with fuel if it's been sat some time, or if you've got leaky injectors. What happens is the vapours from the fuel gets into the crankcase breather and it affects your idle because it goes into the intake. And a little check you can do is just to have a quick smell of the dipstick and test that. It certainly does smell of fuel actually. I mean, to be honest, there's a whole number of things with K-Jetronic which could cause idle issues. You've got your idle stabilisation valve that could cause problems. You could have any of the vacuum lines at the back here, you know, they've all got these fabric type connectors. There could be splits in them, there could be splits on the intake boot underneath these large kind of bellows type things. You've got a little O-ring seal on the idle adjustment screw there, that could be letting air in. Even as much as injector seals, they can cause an air leak and cause bad idles, but for the most part I've fixed all of those issues on mine. I've just got a little issue with the idle stabilisation valve, so I've got it disconnected at the minute. I'm going to perhaps have another look at that and a job for a different video, but in the meantime I'm going to give it an oil change just to fix that issue, because when you do take the dipstick out you can smell fuel within the oil, so I think it is causing some poor idle issues. And also, especially if you're trying to set up the CO correctly and you've got a gas analyzer, I think that can throw out the reading if you have got issues with the fuel vapours being pulled in through the crankcase breather. So I'm just going to run the engine up a little bit just to get it up to temperature, and then make it easier to drain, and then I can refill with some fresh oil. So just giving it a quick run before the oil change, you can see here that it is hunting a little bit. The idle is a little bit high, although some do run these a little bit high, just over 1,000, but it does seem to be like hunting a little bit. So the oil I'm going to use is a 10W40 semi-synthetic oil, VW approved. It was just from GSF, this one. Had a good deal on it, so I thought I'd buy it. Besides, 10W40, that's what it says to go for in the Haynes manual from the factory for these engines, so that's what I've gone for. And a new oil filter, just went for a MAN one. Pretty reasonable price, and a new sump bung and crush washer just to replace. Let's crack on with that. $19mm socket. bit of an epic fail there. Always remember to take the bung out, the breather bung, otherwise it'll overflow. So I've got a bit of a clean up to do, but not to worry, I'll just let that drain down and clean up the mess. $90mm socket, and you can torque the sump bolt up to 30 Newton meters. So as you can see, it's idling nicely around 950 revs. So it's definitely helped a lot, that, as I think, in this instance. Thanks for watching.